Hi, I'm Jeff Teresi, here to help you break through to your next big breakthrough. Today I'm going to introduce you to an incredible human being, my wife, Jessica, who specializes in violence prevention. The impact on the world she's attempting to make is so big, it's impossible for me not to share this with you. Her initiative and company is called Life Beyond the Lies, and her mission is ending violence one conversation at a time. So without further ado, here's a quick glimpse at the conversation she's starting.
Address culture. If we don't talk to people about the way that they live in this world and the way that it perpetuates it.
How many times you interact with people, I'm a hugger, and then they're just coming for a hug? Oh great, that's wonderful for you. I like pizza. I'm probably not going to shove that in your face every time I see it. Right?
The key aspects of our culture that really need to change, I think, is we need to stop putting so much emphasis on victim blaming, and we need to start being victim-centered in the way that we respond to victims and survivors when they come to us. Meaning we're not going to buy into all of these myths that, oh, because of what she was wearing, she was asking for it, or because she was drinking, she was asking for it, or because he's a male, it's impossible for him to be raped or experience trafficking. 91% of victims know their perpetrator. These aren't strangers on the streets. And so we also have to stop buying into the lie that rapists are monsters. That's one of the biggest things that I talk about, because when we do that, when we demonize a rapist, we remove CEOs, priests, dads, moms, brothers, uncles, teachers. We remove all of these people who are seen and respected in their communities as ever being able to commit that crime. Which means when a victim comes out and says, my pastor assaulted me, or the CEO of this company assaulted me, or my dad did this, or my mom did this, we refuse to believe the victim because they couldn't possibly have done it, because they're not a monster, they're not a stranger. And I think that makes people scared to think that it can happen to anybody, and anybody around you could be a perpetrator.
We can talk about how are we going to bring up girls to feel confident enough in the moment to say, hey, that's not okay, stop doing that. I don't actually like that. That actually makes me really uncomfortable. Yes, we can talk about that, but that's going to be a generational fix. Because the reality is we have not existed in a culture that has put girls on a platform that says they can do that. Because we've raised girls to be submissive. We've raised girls to be polite. Maybe it's not an issue of what the girl is doing, but maybe it's an issue in changing the way that we feel it's appropriate to talk and behave with other people. Okay? And that means internally we are changing the story. Not asking other people to change it for us, but we are changing it.
We can create a system where nobody gets to be by themselves as much as we want. But if we don't challenge the decision that somebody makes in order to commit sexual assault, we're not going to stop it. It is not happening because people have an opportunity to be alone with a child or be alone with another person. It is happening because there's something in their heart that tells them, I have a right to do this to another person. And so among making all of those changes to make sure that we could try to stop it from happening and intervene, we need to figure out what's happening in the heart of people, in the heart of men, in the heart of women, that allows them to get to a place where they think, I'm going to do this because I have a right to do this. I think the key is talking about it and being willing to deal with some uncomfortable stuff. And working through that and knowing that there is healing and that there's ways we can change it.
If you'd like to learn more about what Jessica does and how she can help, or how you can help, please check out her website at jessicateresi.com. I'll leave a link for you in the show notes below. Together, we can help culture break through to its next big breakthrough. Please leave a comment below if you'd like to see Jess collaborate with me in future videos. If enough of you respond, I think she'll do it. To learn more ways to break through to your next big breakthrough, click and watch one of these videos on the screen before they disappear. And never forget, you're not alone, you are loved, and whatever you do, believe in yourself. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.